about to get emotional, to be honest. I'm just sitting here. I've been sitting here for the last like 15 minutes, just kind of like looking at nothing. This is like the update right here. So as you knew, I had my stuff here the other day. I'll put a picture on the screen right now. That's what it looked like, and obviously you could tell it's gone now. All the stuff that was on the couch is gone as well. You remember that huge pile as well. I'll try to find a picture. If I took any, I'll put it on the screen as well. But yeah, you can see that's gone. And yeah, there's literally nothing on the walls except this TV. But this TV came with the apartment and it's broken. So we're just gonna kind of leave it there and not worry about that. But anyway, the only thing that I have left is I have to take these lights down, but I got one more night in this apartment, so why not keep them up while I'm here, and then I'll just take them down in the morning. But I'm gonna miss this, man. This used to be the vibe, you know? So I don't know, it's just weird. And then this stuff right here as well, like I took that off the window, and I have the last minute stuff right here that I'm taking, and then all my stuff's right there that I'm taking as well. And when you come into the bathroom, it's us. You already know. What's up, what's up? All the stuff is empty. You know what I'm saying? Like we got this right here is empty. Ignore that spot. Like I said, you cannot clean that up. I actually tried to clean it up and you can't. So my bad. Anyway, and then you got this down here, like I said, is empty as well. I think I showed you guys this in the last video. But yeah, I took down the curtain that was here. And the only thing that I have left is this towel right here, which obviously I'm gonna get rid of that because I took a shower and I like to wet my hair during the day. So that's gonna be the last thing that I'm gonna throw away, I guess. But yeah, this is it. If you're wondering what I'm doing with the blankets, I'm giving them away. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. I'm just kind of like in awe. It's just weird, you know? Like I've had so many memories in this apartment, and the fact that I'm about to leave now is just really like, wow, you know? Like it's just crazy. Like I know it's for bigger and better things, and I'm going to like a really incredible place, and like it's fun out there, and like everything is gonna be, you know, I have like so many videos, trust me, like it's just gonna be fun. But I don't know, I just think it's just weird. Like I've been here for 2 years, and like seeing the apartment completely empty, it's like kind of brings back a nostalgic vibe when I first moved into this apartment. Like the first time I got an apartment, I took a picture, I'll put it on the screen right now. This was my first apartment right here, and yeah, I was really happy. It was like really small. It was actually in a studio, and I kind of have like a little story to like what happened before I moved into this apartment complex. Like I want to tell you. Real quick before the confusion, the bed that I'm laying on right now came with the apartment, and all the other like furniture that you see in here, like the TV and the 2 dressers and this lamp right here, came with the apartment. So like those aren't mine. And then the fan that I have right there, and with, oh, that looks crazy on camera. The fan that I have right there and that table, that was mine, but I'm just gonna get rid of it because the fan's broken. It can hardly stand up, to be honest. And then the table, I can't really take the table with me, and those are like $12 to replace. But still, it's just kind of like, it just bugs me that I have to throw things away, but it's cool. I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bigger and better things. So let's get on to this story. All right, so first and foremost, before the luxury of having an apartment, I unfortunately was homeless. A long time ago, back in 2017, sorry. My grandpa, AKA my papa, he passed away, and I ended up finding him on the ground in the kitchen. And I don't really talk about this too much because it's really, really dark, and I don't really like to share that publicly, but I feel like we're close enough. I might as well just give you the whole story, right? So from that time, it really hit me, obviously, you know, finding your person that had your back and somebody who was like really, really close to you, finding them on the ground and just having to look at their face and just knowing that you can't bring them back is really difficult, you know what I mean? And like, I'm strong enough now to talk about it because it used to be like really, really rough for me to talk about and tell this story, but I'm more confident now, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my pop. I feel like he's still with me, you know? Actually, he is still with me, technically. I don't know if you guys can see that, if I'm even filming it right, but that little bullet right there next to that ring, that's his ashes. And I don't wear it too much because I skateboard and I'm like really active and going to the gym and stuff like that, and I don't want it to break or fall off and I lose it, and you know, that's the only ashes that I have of him left, basically. Anyway, long story short, things became really difficult for me and my nana. We couldn't pay for the bills, and I wasn't working at the time because I was young. I was still in my party stage. I was going to all these crazy ass events and like drinking and vaping and like just thinking I was cool and on the drugs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really talk about that part of my life because it's embarrassing. It's just not who I am now, and I'm such a better person, and I'm sober, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this life of being sober. It's chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down to have a beer or two with the homies and shit, but like, that's like drinking just because I'm having a good time. Like back then I was just drinking because I wanted to get fucked up, basically. Like, let's be real, it was just crazy. So with that being said, one thing led to another, and we were about to get evicted, and we had the note on the door and everything, and we were really kind of beside each other, looking at each other like, yo, like, what are we gonna do? Like, Pop was really the one that was like the bread maker. He was the one that really like held it down, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really got everything together, and like he would pay the bills, and like he would just, you know, he would obviously like try to encourage us to like help him and stuff. Obviously he wasn't like Bill Gates, but I'm just saying, like, he was very established, and he was able to like take care of us, basically. Anyways, so me and my Nana ended up getting evicted. Like, we couldn't pay for the rent, and we had nowhere to go, and I had no friends that I could stay with at the time, and I was gonna go back to Georgia at that time, and I didn't want to go back to Georgia, to be honest. I was tired of going back and forth. I'd already went back like a few times, and I just didn't want that like type of energy when I was younger, I guess. Like, I was on some stupid shit. Like, I thought Georgia was boring and all this dumb shit. Like, now that I'm older, I'm just like, I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it more. But yeah, I just felt like it was stupid. Like, I don't know. I just, looking at myself right now for who I am to who I was back then, I was just a complete different human, and it was just like, ugh. Anyways, yeah, one thing led to another, and she ended up going out with my aunt. She went to go live with her, and my aunt actually lives in Colorado, and yeah, she went out there, and I was kind of left here. She didn't leave me, but she was just like, hey, like, you gotta get to Georgia, go do that. And I was like, no, I was being stubborn, so I wanted to stay here. So with that being said, one thing led to another, and I was homeless. I only had a few bags and my skateboard. That's really it. I threw a bunch of stuff away as well. And I just made a sacrifice. I just said, fuck it. Like, I had no car, I had barely any money, and I just had like 3 suitcases, a backpack, and a skateboard. Like, that was literally it. And the fact that I did that, like, I'm not even lying when I say this, I literally did that for like 3 years. Like I said, I was on some dumb shit when I was a kid. But anyway, long story short, yeah, I had nothing. And I wasn't working at the time. And I really needed to get a job because I wanted to change the lifestyle. Like, there was times that I would literally take a shower in a random neighborhood, hopping a fence and taking a shower when it's dead cold outside, and people who could see through windows, like, just taking a shower, like, not giving a fuck, right? And it's crazy to think about. Like, I know at the time I could have got a gym membership, but I wasn't working out at the time. I didn't really care much about the gym. I just wanted to drink and party and like do dumb shit. And I'm like really, really thankful that I stopped that lifestyle and actually got my shit together. Because at that time, one night, it just clicked for me. Like, I had no car, I had no money, and I was like, dude, I need to get a job. So I ended up getting a job at the gas station, worked there for a little bit, stacked up my paper, and then I went over to this warehouse. I was jumping from like a bunch of different warehouse jobs, actually. And I ended up working for this other warehouse, and I became a driver for them, and I was making like a lot of money at that time. So I started stacking up hella, and I ended up getting my first car, and it was really dope. I actually like had a place to stay. Like, I know that was kind of weird, like, mindset, but at that time I wasn't really living anywhere. So the fact that I was able to get a car, it was incredible, because I was like, holy shit, like, I have a roof over my head now. Like, this is dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can finally get around. And yeah, just one thing led to another, and I was able to get into my first studio. Granted, that took a long time to accomplish, because I had to go back and save money again and just keep stacking my paper as much as possible, and like, I was able to make it happen. Like, it was just crazy, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that I was able to like get into my first apartment, and then eventually upgrading to where we're at now, and it's just crazy to think how far I've really come, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, and I pat myself on the back for that one, and it's just really, really cool to be able to share that with somebody, you know, because I've never really told anybody that story before, and I have thousands of stories. So if you guys want to hear more life stories, I promise I got you. Because honestly, as you've seen, I was putting videos on the screen. I just learned how to do that shit today. So if y'all want to see some shit, because I have some things, some juicy things that I could show y'all, and I feel like you guys would enjoy that. So if you want to see more stories or hear more stories, I guess, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be gladly to share with you guys. Now with the whole story, I've left out a lot of like detail, obviously, because I don't want to bore you guys to death. I've already been talking for like 5 minutes now for whatever the length of this video is, and yeah, if you guys want to hear like more in depth with this story, because obviously I have like way more things that I could add to this, because there are a lot of like variables that I didn't really mention just because of like dark times happened around these times. I know it's kind of weird, but if you want to let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a separate video talking about like all the extra stuff in this story if you want to know. Okay, I think I've talked enough in this video. I'm sure you guys are like, bro, you talk a lot. I know, I'm sorry. This hasn't really been like that crazy of an adventure like I normally do on my channel, where I'll go skate and then like we'll go play like Pokemon or something, or we'll like go, you know, explore like abandoned shit, or like we'll just be chilling. Like I know that's kind of boring part right now in life, but like I said, I don't really got a lot going on right now, and I'm trying to pump as much content out as possible for you guys, and I just want to keep it coming, you know what I'm saying? I want to keep the vlogs coming and just keep the videos going, and I hope you guys enjoy this like style of content, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments below, and here I go talking again. I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, don't panic, and I will see you in the next video on the next adventure. In fact, the next video that you see, we should be on our way to Georgia, so stay tuned for that. Peace.